Hello students, myself Deepika Prajapati from Computer Department, and let's start. Today we are going to discuss about most important question with its answer for the GTU exam. So here our subject is NMA, Network Management and Administration, and our subject code 3360703. On this Saturday, 13 March 2021, test 1 conduct for the subject anime. So here I have to present this question with its answer having a 2 marks and 3 marks and 4 mark question. So first of all, first question is list any two servers. So the answer of the first question is proxy server, second file server, third printer server, 4 mail server, 5 server platform, 6 web server, 7 real time communication server, and 8 file transfer, it means FTP server. So dear all students, this question asked in GTU exam having a 2 marks. Once again revise this question, that is very most important question for the GTU exam, and this question again and again asked in GTU exam having a 2 marks. So the first question is list out any two servers, then you have to write down proxy server, file server, printer server, mail server, server platform, web server, real time communication server, and 8 number FTP, that means file transfer protocol server. Second question is that explain network needs. So here the answer of following this question is, so the following are the most important uses and benefits of computer network is first of file sharing, second hardware sharing, third user communication, network gaming, voice over IP, VoIP, and data security. This question asked in GTU exam having a 2 marks. So once again revise this, explain network needs. So you have to write down the followings are the important uses and benefits of the computer network is file sharing, hardware sharing, user communication, network printing, as well as network gaming, voice over IP, VoIP, and data security. Third question, define RARP model as well as RARP protocol. So RARP stands for Reverse Address Resolution Protocol. So what is the full form of RARP? So RARP stands for Reverse Address Resolution Protocol. So it is an obsolete computer networking protocol used by client computer, and this client computer requests its internet protocol version 4 address from a computer network when all it has available its link layer or hardware address such as like media access control address. MAC stands for media access control address. So what is the answer of RARP? So RARP is nothing but one type of obsolete computer networking protocol, and that is used by any client, and this client requests to internet protocol address from a computer network and such like this network when all it has available link layer or hardware address, and such like a hardware address is MAC address, that is media access control address. Then next question number 4, what is server? List the different types of server. So we are already discussed different types of server, because here our first question is explain types of server. So we are already discussed in this question. C. List any two server, proxy, file, printer, mail, server platform, web server, real-time communication server, and FTP server. Now in this question we are going to discuss about what is server and list the different types of server. So what is server? In computing, a server is a computer program or a device that provides functionality for other programs or device called clients. This architecture is called the client server model, and a single overall computation is distributed across multiple processes or devices. So that is known as server definition. So once again, what is server? Server is nothing but in a computing system. It is a computer program or a device that provide a functionality for other program, and that is called as a clients. And this architecture is called client server model, and a single overall computation is distributed across multiple processes or devices. And here one is a different types of server there. So first of all, proxy server, mail server, file server, printer server, server platforms, web server, application server, real-time communication server, and FTP server. Question number 5, explain directory service. So these are all question asked in G2 exam having 2 marks. So here once again directory service explain also asked in G2 exam having 2 marks. So what is the answer of explain directory service? So explain directory service is nothing but it refers to the collection of software, hardware and processes that store information about an enterprise, subscribers or both, and make that information available to user. For example, DNS. So DNS is nothing but domain name system. So what is domain name system, DNS? So in a real time example, for example, .com, .net, then .org, .edu, that is nothing but our domain. So .com is a commercial, edu is a educational, org is our organizational, .goe is our governmental domain. So these all are nothing but one type of directory services, and that is refers to the collection of software, hardware and processes that store information about our enterprise, subscriber and both, and that is make one kind of information available to user, and it is known as our directory services. So these all 5 questions asked in G2 exam again and again having a 2 marks. So kindly focus on this question answer. Okay, next here this question explain ISDN. So this question asked in G2 exam having a 3 marks, either 4 marks. So ISDN stands for Integrated Service Digital Network. Once again, the full form most important for a G2 exam of the ISDN. So ISDN stands for Integrated Services Digital Network. So an international standard for switch digital dial-up telephone services, otherwise vice versa for the voice and data. That is most important thing of ISDN. Once again, integrated service digital network provide a standard switch dial-up system telephone services for vice versa voice and data. Second, analog telephone and fax machines are used over these ISDN lines, but their signals are converted into digitally by ISDN terminal adapter. So whenever analog telephone and fax machine used this ISDN line, then these all analog signals are converted in digital by ISDN terminal adapter. So here one is the 2 types of channel used in ISDN. So here first channel for the use ISDN is BRI and PRI. BRI is nothing but our basic rate interface, and PRI is nothing but our primary rate interface. So first of all, here channel ISDN uses 64 kbps. B stands for barrier channel, and this channel carry out voice and data, and it is separately delta channel is used for the controlling voice and data. So the D channel signals the carrier's voice switch to make calls, put them on hold, and active features such as conference calling and call forwarding. So whenever, dear all student, as we know, we call to another person and the another person is very busy, then you have to put on your call hold, otherwise you calling another person at a time more than one, then you have to require conferencing calling, call forwarding. This all system features provided by D channel signal, and that is conducted in ISDN, Integrated Service Digital Network. So here the figure diagram of this ISDN channel. So here this is our Ethernet ISDN router, Ethernet hub, ISDN line, and our telco service system. So first of all, channel BRI, basic service, it means basic rate interface, and that is used for one wire pair to carry 264 kbps B channel and 160 kbps D channel. It means here use B channel 264 and D channel 116 kbps. So we can say 2B plus D. 2B means 64 kbps used to B channel and 116 kbps used D channel for BRI. So both B channel are often bonded in one and providing total data rate of 128 kbps. Then second, PRI, higher capacity. So PRI stands for primary rate interface, and that is use 4 wire. Here see, in BRI use 1 wire, and here PRI use 4 wire pair. So provide 23 B channel and 164 kbps D channel. So we can say as 23B plus D. Why? Because here B channel used as a 23 and D channel used as a 64 kbps 1. Okay, that's why we call 23B plus D for PRI, primary rate interface. So a PRI line is equivalent to a 24 channel T1 line. So bonding channel is common. For example, 6 channels provide 384 kbps for high quality video conferencing. So whenever we call with video to another person, then 6 channel provide 384 kbps speed with PRI line signal. Okay. Then second question, what is iOS? Discuss different iOS management commands. So what is iOS? iOS is nothing but Internet Operating System. iOS stands for Internet Operating System. So Internet Operating System is our family software used for almost Cisco packet tracer router and current Cisco network switches. So how to configure this all iOS command? So here one is basically CLI command. CLI is nothing but it stands for command line interface, CLI. So first of all, you have to use enable router command, disable router command, end command, and logout command. So how to use enable router command? So first of all, you open a Cisco packet tracer software. First of all, you have to open Cisco packet tracer software. Then you have to click on desktop line of the system. Then basic command line interface command you have to write first of all for the enable router. So here one is enable router, syntax is router, then angular bracket enable, then given the password, and whenever you disable router, then you have to write router has. So to exit privilege EXEC mode and return to user EXEC mode, then exit to our lower privilege level and then enter disable our execute command. Okay, EXEC is nothing but our execute command. Then end command. So end command is used for current configuration session and return to our first session, that is known as a privilege execute mode, and use the end global configuration command. Here one is logout command. So logout command is first of all use setting up password and configure password for console access. So give the host name, then console 0, give the host name with password, and then after login. Okay. Then configure password for a telnet access. So by default telnet access is disabled. So first of all we have to need enable this telnet. So by default our telnet access is disabled, so you need to enable it, and this is done by using this following sequence of command. First of all you have to write host name config line vty in our Cisco Packet Tracer software, then give the host name config line, then give the password, and then give the host name, and after login. Question number 3, explain VPN protocol, and that is very most IMP topic for the GTU exam, having a 3 marks, either 4 marks. So what is VPN? VPN stands for virtual private network, and that is way of creating secure connection to and from network or computer. So what is to and from? So to and from is nothing but client and server. Whenever any client requests to server, and server this read all the request from the client and give the response to the client, and that is connection creating with our VPN. That is our VPN configuration. So VPN stands for virtual private network, is a way of creating a secure connection to and from a network or a computer. The VPN uses strong encryption and restricted private data access, which keeps the data secure from other users for the underlying network, which could often be public network like the internet. Why we used VPN? Because whenever we provide internet access to another person, then no any hacker hack our account. So that's why we used VPN. Once again, whenever we share any internet data with another person as a publicly, but whenever our data sharing processes continue for the another person, at that time no any hacker hack our account. That's why we used VPN, because virtual private network is provide a security for authenticated person. That means no any unauthorized person used our personally data. So VPN have been used for years, but they have become a more robust only in recent years. So they are a more affordable and also much faster. So here one is give the figure of VPN. So here this is our first client, and here one is our server, and whenever this client forward this data to another person, so unauthorized host can't be hack our data. Why? Because we use our VPN, virtual private network. Here this one is all protocol for most important VPN, internet protocol security, and its short form is internet protocol security as IPsec. L2TP, layer 2 tunneling protocol, then point to point tunneling protocol, and secure socket layer SSL, and transport layer security TLS, and SSH secure cell. So these all protocols of VPN is very most IMP protocol for the GTU exam. So dear all student, this all question asked in GTU exam again and again, having 2 marks, either 3 marks and 4 marks. So kindly be focused study with this all question answer. Okay, so I hope you all easily understand. So kindly study this all question with its answer, and maximum subscribe, like and share this all question answer with your friends who study in diploma engineering computer department semester 6. Okay, and who student wants to this PDF, so kindly check in description box.